All right, Tennessee Titans fans, day 3 of NFL free agency has brought us some dandy news from the Tennessee Titans. Probably the best news that the Titans have gotten all throughout this young NFL free agency period. Two things that have happened within the last hour that I think is good for the Tennessee Titans. First of all, the Titans have made a trade. They have traded linebacker Kenneth Murray and a 7th-round pick to the Dallas Cowboys, and in return, they have gotten a 6th-round pick from the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the first thing that I want to say about this, I have no idea what Jerry Jones is thinking. I have no, I feel like every trade the Cowboys make, I'm just like, what? Like, what are you doing? I have no idea why you would give up anything for Kenneth Murray. God bless Kenneth Murray. He was aight for the Titans last year. But, I'll just say I'm not brokenhearted to see him go. I'll just say that. I would much rather Cedric Gray and James Williams get those opportunities in this rebuilding season that we are going into. So I can't believe that the Cowboys would give up any sort of draft capital for Kenneth Murray. The Titans, however, yes, they have a need at linebacker again. I mean, they just picked up Cody Barton. I think everybody thought Cody Barton and Kenneth Murray were going to be the starters. Not anymore. I could see the Titans getting a lower level, not lower level, but, lower on the linebacker totem pole in free agency, probably draft a linebacker at some point in the draft. But I want to see Cedric Gray and James Williams get some opportunities. Cedric Gray didn't get to play a whole lot of linebacker last year. Neither did James Williams. I would like to see those two turn into something at the linebacker position. The Titans will undoubtedly bring back, somebody, whether it's Chance Campbell or whoever. I know they let Jack Gibbons walk, but I think those are the two that I'm looking at to really come in and take advantage of an opportunity now. But Kenneth Murray is gone, and the Titans have 2 picks in the 5th round, 2 picks in the 6th round, and 2 picks in the 7th round. So the Titans are going to be able to rack up on some late-round picks and have more of a chance of finding a gem in the 5th, 6th, and 7th round of the 2025 draft. Still only 2 picks in the top 100. That is another video for another time. But that's the first bit of news. The Titans trading Kenneth Murray and a 7th-round pick to the Cowboys in return for a 6th-rounder. The other news coming out of Nashville over the last hour, we have our right guard. It is Kevin Zeitler, former Pro Bowl guard. This is from Adam Schefter. Former Pro Bowl guard Kevin Zeitler is signing a 1-year, $9 million deal with the Tennessee Titans. Kevin Zeitler, I believe, is 35 years old, but he is very durable. Do you see a trend with a lot of the free agents, as no name, as unexciting as they are? Dan Moore, Cody Barton, Xavier Woods, Van Jefferson, now Kevin Zeitler. These guys are incredibly durable. These guys played in most, if not all, of the games last regular season. The Titans are absolutely looking for durability in their free agents. That's why I'm skeptical as to whether they will actually go after Cooper Kupp at wide receiver or not. But Kevin Zeitler is coming to Tennessee, and he will be the starting right guard. And don't look now, but even if you think he was overpaid, Dan Moore at left tackle, Peter Skoronski at left guard. I thought Peter was one of the best players on the Titans team last year. That's not saying much, but Peter Skoronski at left guard, Lloyd Cushenberry at center, Kevin Zeitler at right guard, J.C. Latham moving over to right tackle, all with Bill Callahan pulling the strings. I think I saw Buck Rising maybe, who said it is the most competent-looking offensive line on paper that the Titans have had in a few years. And so I hope that comes to fruition, especially if you draft Cam Ward. You've got to be able to give this guy a chance to have time to throw the ball. You cannot put him in a situation like what you put Will Levis in. Will made his own bed sometimes, but a lot of times Will Levis just had no time to do anything because the protection was breaking down all around him and he was just, running for his life. Malik Willis, same thing. Don't put Cam Ward in that situation. You need an offensive line, even though this is a rebuilding year, you need an offensive line that can give your young quarterback a chance to shine. And I think on paper, who knows how to turn out, this looks like the most competent offensive line that the Tennessee Titans have put together in a few years. And it's interesting because we wondered, will the Titans use a second pick on an offensive tackle? There's so many needs. Offensive tackle's a big one. Do they use a second round pick on that? I think you can rule that out now. I think the Titans have their starting offensive line. They signed another guy, I don't remember his name, that's going to be kind of in the Daniel Brunskill role, is just kind of being the sixth man. But I think the Titans, they'll probably have Jalen Duncan back on the roster as a backup. Probably draft somebody with one of those late round picks that they have, 2 5ths, 2 6ths, 2 7th. They can use one of those picks to draft an offensive lineman. They need a backup center from somewhere to just have a little insurance in case Cushenberry gets hurt again, or if Cushenberry's not able to start the year because he's not back from his injury yet. But the starting offensive line appears to be in place. The rest of it's just depth stuff. And that's a big thing to check off the list. For all of the complaining we've done over the last couple of days, that's a good thing to be able to check off the list. Now, edge rushers, we're still waiting. Wide receivers, we're still waiting. Quarterback, we're still waiting. But you can check something off the list. We have our starting offensive line. It's a 1-year deal for Kevin Zeitler. Likely going to be a 1-year rental. Unless he comes in and he is so great that the Titans re-sign him again next offseason. But for now, I'm viewing it as a 1-year rental of Kevin Zeitler. And hey, listen, the most important thing is that if we draft Cam Ward, I just want to have a good enough offensive line that we get to actually see how this guy does. Instead of him running for his life every play, instead of him getting sacked as soon as he gets the ball, I just want to have a competent enough offensive line that he has time. Same with wide receivers. I understand we're not going to have, the Eagles, Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. I understand we're not going to have that. But if we can just have a competent enough wide receiver group of Calvin Ridley, a second-round guy, a reliable vet, like if we can just have that, I will be fine. Just give me some guys that can help Cam Ward out in his rookie year, assuming that's who we're drafting. And I think that is the direction we're going to go. I don't think you stress the importance of the offensive line through free agency if you're not wanting to put your young quarterback in a position to succeed. So, good day of news for the Tennessee Titans. Probably the best day of news free agency-wise. You get free draft capital for giving up a player, Kenneth Murray, that really none of us were married to anyway. And you get a good guard to come in and block for, hopefully, Cam Ward. Tighten up. Bye.